Next, we'd like to recognize Judy Lowry, to be presented by Sarah Lynn Nisley. Judy was the gifted teacher at the Tecumseh Elementary. We're happy to say for the first time ever, she's one of our employees now at the Greene County ESC and assigned to Xenia as administrative assistant.
For me, work at elementary school was never overly exciting or desperately intriguing. X-Star, or Xenia's gifted program, provided a challenging curriculum that captivated me. Mrs. Lowry truly made the classroom come alive. A day at X-Star guaranteed a wide variety of activities, from foreign language studies to research projects to work in the land lab and to those infamous mind benders. She would always have classroom discussions, and I would rush home excitedly to tell my mother of the day's proceedings, usually beginning my story with, "Mrs. Lowry says." Not only should her creativity be admired, but also her dedication and energy. It is highly difficult to commit to a group of students whom one sees only once a week, especially such a large, rowdy group of kids as my class was. Somehow, Mrs. Lowry made time to work with each class member individually and administer help as needed. But she also understood when to step back and let us tackle a problem on our own. When our community failed to pass our school levies, Mrs. Lowry was there, spending her free time applying for grants to provide more funding for our program. Finally, this last characteristic, which I feel separates the superior from the mediocre, is the love for one's job. Mrs. Lowry puts a piece of herself into everything that she does. She reaches out to people through her interest and concern for others. Although it is impossible for me to capture her entire essence in such a short speech, I would like to thank Mrs. Lowry for inspiring me to strive for excellence. Her contributions to students, as well as the Xenia Community Schools as a whole, are exceptional and highly commendable.
I made Sarah promise that she wouldn't say anything that would make me cry. I must tell you that it's just by a stroke of luck that I'm here. As Terry said, I am a Greene County employee, and I got this letter in the mail from Greene County, and I thought, oh, maybe we're getting a raise. No way, huh? No. So, but as some of you know, I am going to school now, and so it goes days by days by days that I don't open my mail. And since I saw this letter from Greene County, I thought, oh, it's just the newsletter, so I just kind of set it aside. And 3 days later, I opened the thing up, and I read it, and I reread it, and I was speechless. So I called Sarah up, and I said, Sarah, whatever possessed you to do this? I will say to you that it is worth being in the same profession for 29 years for this moment. Thank you, Sarah.